What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction, and today I'll be reacting to the first episode of the Uzumaki anime. Really excited for this. I'm not too experienced with Junji Ito's works. I've never read the manga. I've seen pictures of panels here and there from like Twitter and stuff, but the only experience I have really is the Junji Ito Maniac series that I watched just over a year ago, which I enjoyed. There was definitely episodes that weren't very good. I'd say maybe like 6 out of the 12 episodes weren't so good, but there was a few gems in there, 2 or 3 episodes that I absolutely loved. I remember one especially with some giant balloon heads, which I really enjoyed, as well as an Ice Cream Man episode that I really enjoyed. I quite like the Soichi stuff. I don't expect to see any of that here. I think this is, I wouldn't say standalone because it is in that kind of same Junji Ito genre, but I don't think this is kind of related to any of that Soichi stuff, which I think is an ongoing story about his family. But yeah, I've really liked what I've seen pretty much, so I've got big expectations of this, as I've heard really good things. I think it is all in black and white as well, which I don't have too much experiences. I've seen the Psycho movie, which I only about a year or 2 ago, which I liked, but funnily enough I actually enjoyed Psycho 2 more, which is an unpopular opinion, but that's pretty much it. Sin City as well, but other than that I haven't really watched anything else in black and white, so I do wonder how I'll get along with this. Let me know what you guys think about this first episode there down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these weekly reactions, and let's get right into it. As you guys know, of course, I'm a massive fan of horror, so I've heard the name Junji Ito quite a lot. And I did hear that they've been working on this series for I think more than 2 years now, which isn't abnormal, I don't think, but for a show that's got 4 episodes, that is quite a lot of effort and time poured into just 4 episodes, isn't it? So again, I'm expecting big things. I've liked what I've seen. I haven't seen the trailers in full or anything, but I've seen like clips from the trailers, and they've all looked really good. And I think there's like a movie adaptation of this, like a Japanese movie adaptation. I think there has been anime adaptations of this, but I don't think they've gone down too well. I haven't seen them though, so I can't really comment on that. But again, what I've seen from Junji Ito, the stuff I didn't like from the Junji Ito Maniac was mainly down to the anime and like the feeling of tension and the animation. To be honest with you, the animation wasn't really great in Junji Ito Maniac, but like I said, there was a few gems that really did stand out, even with the animation not being the best thing ever. 2 of the episodes had really nice animation, but I think they change it up quite often in that show. Like, different episodes were directed by different people. A lot of swirling going on, isn't there? Drawn spirals. Bloody hell. Oh my god, even the teapot. The light. Fucking shells. What is so fascinated? Why is this guy so fascinated? Nah, I think I'd throw up if I'd done that. What's she? These the spirals. Damn, this is yeah. We didn't need to see that, old man. Didn't need to see that. I guess that's quite horrific, isn't it? Hmm. Is that yeah? That's interesting. Is that like the curfew? They're winding me up. There's another one. But as I Jesus Christ, look at this guy's face. But I can't say I've ever really seen anything much like a Junji Ito story from what I again saw from Maniac. Nothing quite like it. And again, I've seen a lot of horror movies. I haven't seen too many Japanese horror movies, only a handful, but maybe if I watched more, they would be more inspired by him. Again, the animation is looking wonderful so far. It looks fucking fantastic. So yeah, I recognise this girl. There's a very famous shot of her, isn't there? That kid looked like Soichi. Not quite as disgusting, but it is beautiful. Shuichi. He's radiating spiral energy. I wonder she gave that look. That's quite the reaction to someone meeting you for the first time. I'm not that horrific. Imagine that. Kind of reminds me of that video of that guy in the club like skulking around some girls, and they turn around and scream at him. God, I like this dad. I like the vibe he gives off. Damn, son. Ah, she broke it. Impressive showing. Show that to the ladies. They'll be impressed. He doesn't seem too torn up about that broken piece. Didn't know. Oh, your dad's done. It's already too late for that guy. Your dad's done. Oh, literally. Wow. I didn't mean it like that. But, okay. What did he die from? Spiral obsession? To be honest, it wouldn't actually surprise me if he tried turning himself, like his body into a spiral and just like killed himself. I know what I'm expecting to see here. I'm expecting to see his body spiraled. Oh god. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be this bad. Holy shit. How do you do that to yourself? How did they fix his body for this funeral as well? That would have been an exciting process to see. I love how the eyes are drawn in this show as well. It all looks fantastic, but yeah, it's another notable part. Oh god. Dragonfly Pond. Nice little pond. Oh shit, he is. Look at him grinning. He's loving it. Imagine this happening to your like husband or wife though, and just like, oh, my husband spiraled himself. How would you ever accept that? I wouldn't. I wouldn't blame her if she went crazy. So I do feel like this girl definitely is definitely maybe, but yeah, maybe is the source of things. Oh, airborne. Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of this thing that I have where I see faces in like pieces of wood or just like random not like a white wall, but like again just like pieces of wood. I always see like horrific, like maybe not horrific, but like faces of things. I can't remember what it's called, but there is a name for it. But yeah, if I just like look at something um like anything like carpet or again pieces of wood or like stained metal or something, I usually end up like seeing faces in it. I don't know if that's just like an offspring from the amount of horror things I've watched or what, but yeah, I always thought I was quite weird for that, but it's actually relatively normal, I think. And I imagine it would be similar to this, just like now everything is like so like spirals have affected you so much. You see the spirals everywhere. Spirals are all around us. I mean, literally in this town, the spirals are like out of hand everywhere. But even if they weren't, you'd probably notice more things like that. Pay more attention to it. Like that hair bun there, like you wouldn't have thought twice about that if you were just getting a checkup. But now that all this stuff's happening around, oh god. How many of these people does she get? Love the spirals. What the fuck? What the fuck? I just a slug. Why is this guy slugged up? Okay. Oh, it even sounds like a slug. Fucking hell. What is up with this guy then? This guy's just like I wouldn't even touch him. Even if you're a bully, you would think twice about touching this guy. I think, right? I'd never touch this guy. Oh god, let alone take his fucking clothes off. Wow. Oh my god. I know he's weird, but what the fuck? His asshole is a spiral. Ah, just above. Oh fucking hell. Jesus, she deteriorated quickly. What was that about? I mean, I know you probably got spiraled up, but how did you turn into a slug? Ah, okay. Makes sense. Oh, and then a fucking. Oh. Oof, that's nasty. I hate things like that in a good way. I can watch like your Terrifiers, your Saws, um, your Hostels. There's movies I need to watch. I think that a Serbian film has been spoken about quite a bit. It's a very brutal film. I still need to watch that. Although the way people talk about it, I don't know if I want to watch it. It's a bit like Requiem for a Dream. Like that's such a good movie, but I'd never watch it again just because it's so depressing and awful that I wouldn't put myself through that again. But I'd recommend people to watch that movie. If you guys have seen it, obviously you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, like Evil Dead Rise, for example, it had this really horrible scene with a cheese grater. And I'm more actually like, I wouldn't say terrified or scared, but I'm more kind of wincy at like the smaller kind of things, just like kind of that. I remember in the Evil Dead remake when she like carves into her cheek, like the stuff that doesn't kill you, but it's just like really, I don't know how to describe it, but nasty. Actually, makes me feel worse than a lot of like the big kind of kills and such. Maybe because it's slightly more realistic, perhaps. I don't really know. Yeah, that's a nasty one. That one. People actually do that as well. I mean, they don't cut their fingers off like that, but they criminals will sometimes like shave their fingers so they don't have their fingerprints. I also hate really intrusive stuff again, like the Alien series when with the face huggers. I really hate stuff like that as well, where it doesn't actually like harm you. I mean, it eventually does, but yeah, it just violates you. And this is like violating in a mental sense. It might be even worse because again, you just see these spirals everywhere, and it just be a fucking horrible. I think this is the famous shot here, isn't it? Yeah, lovely. Oh, there it goes for a nice little ride. Maybe this also comes from like the toilet as well, because I remember actually reading when I was a kid. I remember reading about a story about monsters like coming out of your sink and the toilet. And I used to be really scared of that, with a monster coming out of the sink, especially. But yeah, maybe it comes from like kids' stories about monsters. Like when you flush the toilet, it goes in a spiral. Maybe this horror kind of triggers that. Oh my god! Oh, I thought her face like inverted or something. There, that's just a hat. Oh my god! Look at her belly. Wow. Really? You fucking jumped in a tree? Jesus Christ. Look at her. What's gonna happen? Yeah, she's just like, is everything gonna get sucked in this? Or is it just gonna like end when she sucks herself? Oh. Look at those butt cheeks. Yeah, is that just like at the end of it? Oh, I guess not. That's just the beginning. So again, I'm assuming because this is called Uzumaki that this whole season is about these spirals, which I'm not sure how I feel about honestly. Again, I've heard legendary things about this, but I quite liked how I quite like anthologies. I quite liked how they done it in Junji Ito Maniac, the fact that you got a really different story every episode, sometimes multiple stories. Again, unfortunately, that did mean that some were lacking, and this will be definitely more consistent. But how the hell is this just like the style of things? this whole town seems to be spiraling into craziness, so I feel like things should be over pretty quickly, right? Yeah, impressive first episode. Very impressive first episode. Looks phenomenal. Looks beautiful. You can definitely see the amount of work that went into this, can't you? But again, another thing I will say is that as much as I haven't seen too many like Japanese video games, especially horror video games, I speak about this one a lot, but Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 3, Silent Hill 2 especially in the story, Silent Hill 3 in the gameplay more so than 2. I fucking love those games. I love the horror designs of the monsters. I love the soundtrack. It might be my favourite thing. The story of 2 is probably my favourite thing, but the soundtrack is probably my second favourite thing. They just know how to do it, man. The Japanese just, yeah. And I've seen a lot of American remakes of Japanese horror movies, and I think, and I've enjoyed them, and that probably just goes to show how good the originals are. I've seen Ringu, but haven't seen like I've seen the American Grudge. I haven't seen the Japanese one, and I didn't enjoy the American one all too much. I quite enjoyed the Ring. I enjoyed the Japanese and the American version. I quite liked what is it? It's the Ring versus the Grudge. I forget what it's called though, but I think it's like Samara versus Grudge or something like that. Ju-on. I forget. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, very impressive first episode here. Animation, as I just said, phenomenal. Looked fantastic. Again, I'm always a bit wary going into black and white things because obviously I watch most things in color. But as I said, I feel like everything I have watched in black and white, the original Psycho, yeah, it's just been really good actually. So I might have to check out more of this stuff. But yeah, I love the little details here as well. Like I just went into, I didn't even notice this. I just went onto this random shot here, just clicked through, and there's like little details of spirals next to the school and stuff. I imagine that you could do that in many a scene, just like click through and there'd be loads of awesome little details. But yeah, we've got pretty interesting main cast as well. Of course, I'm mainly invested in this blonde-haired girl. I think that's again just something that comes natural to me, being a big fan of horror movies like Laurie Strode and just like your final girl. Always just on their side right from the get-go. And I like this blonde girl quite a bit. I really like, I guess I'll call her Uzumaki. I forget her name. I'm not sure if she's the one that like brought the spirals here. It kind of seems like that's the case. The transfer student gone wrong, perhaps. I don't know. But I love her design. She looks gorgeous. Loved her descent into the spiral as well. I think one of my favorite parts, honestly, though, is the Shuichi's dad. I loved him this episode. He was phenomenal. Creepy. He had a really awesome like atmosphere. I really love characters like that. An example of someone maybe similar is Chop Top from Texas Chainsaw 2, which is also my favorite Texas Chainsaw movie, which again is a very popular opinion. But he made that movie for me. He destroys that movie for a lot of people. He made that movie for me, Chop Top. Sorry, he's just so crazy, and he reminds me a little bit of the dad from this. So yeah, absolutely love that. Do let me know what you guys think about this episode down in the comment section. Like I said, really awesome start. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 2.